So, so I know it's been a while since I made a video. Probably you guys are surprised to see this show up in your subscription feed, given how long I've been off YouTube. Uh, Between university, work, and a whole bunch of other things, I just haven't had the time to make videos as frequently as I would like to. Um, but when I heard about this news about Hiromi Tsuru's death, I felt compelled to make a video about it. I felt like it was best for me to set aside some time just to make this video, just to pay my respects and to also get this off my chest. So, for those who don't know, a few days ago, November 16th, Hiromi Tsuru was found dead in her car. Um, Apparently she suffered some sort of heart problem, but it's still pretty unclear how she died. But I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter much now. But she voiced Bulma in Dragon Ball for the entirety of a franchise up to right now. She voiced her at the beginning in the first episode of Dragon Ball. Was there with Masako Nozawa, Joji Yanami, Toshio Furukawa, Ryo Horikawa, all the other Japanese voice actors for around 30 years, until her final episode in Dragon Ball Super, which took place a few weeks before her unexpected death. It's rare for me personally when I hear of a celebrity or a famous person dying to feel this sort of level of to feel a sort of sadness that lasts beyond just a few moments. Like, usually when I hear of a famous person dying, I'm like, oh, I mean, that's rough. But then after a few moments, I just kind of move on with my life. Now it's different. Now it's like, because I'm such a big fan of Dragon Ball, because I love the series so much, and because I feel like this was such a sudden, unexpected, and very far too early death. I feel that this tragedy was just so terrible that it's kind of been really just getting to me these past few days. Hiromi Tsuru was a very talented individual, very dedicated, very kind, very hardworking, very passionate about her work, and it shows. It shows in the episodes of Dragon Ball where she plays Bulma, throughout Dragon Ball Z, throughout Dragon Ball GT, and until her final episode in Dragon Ball Super. She poured her heart into that performance. It's what she is universally recognized for. It's what many people, not just in Japan, but throughout the whole world, recognize her for. And I can only imagine how this must feel to her fellow seiyus, her fellow voice actors. Nozawa, Joji Yanami, Toshio Furukawa, Ryo Horikawa. I imagine there must have been a very special bond between them in the very long time that she was there with them, voicing for voice acting for Dragon Ball with them. And it really, really, really breaks my heart that she's gone. And people say, oh, she's just a voice actor, she's not your friend, she's not your family member, she's not someone you know personally. And that's true, but at the same time, for someone who... okay, so the last time I felt this upset, well, maybe not upset, but this sad over a famous person dying was when Robin Williams committed suicide a few years ago. It was sad to me because it was unexpected, but also because Robin Williams had been a major part of my childhood. He voiced the genie in Aladdin, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. He played in some really great movies that I loved when I was a kid. Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, he was just a very talented, very likable, and just wonderful person that everyone recognized him and everyone loved him, and it felt really, it just felt terrible when he died. And it was something that it kind of took for me a while to say that I was no longer sad about that. And this is kind of the same thing, because for someone to have such a vital role in a series that you love so much, to pass away so unexpectedly, it's not something that you can just walk away from. That you can just be like, oh well, big deal. That sucks. No, you just, for me personally, like, I just can't do that for this. Tsuru was, again, just very talented individual, just very wonderful person, wonderful voice actor. Died at the age of 57, which in this day and age is a very young is a very young age to die. Considering that Masako Nozawa just turned 81, I mean that's gotta sting. What really got to me was this one tweet I saw the other day that Herms98 posted that Bulma's last line, but Hiromi Tsuru's last line as Bulma was in Dragon Ball Super before the Tournament of Power, where she was wishing all of her friends good luck as they left to fight the Universal Tournament. And I thought that, you know, that was just that was sad, but also very poetic too, you know, and I don't mean to get too sappy or corny or cheesy or philosophical, but it's just crazy how sometimes life can how sometimes just poetic circumstances like that can really just blend into things like this. Sad, but also poetic. My thoughts and prayers go out to her friends and her family members. She was just one of the core members of a Dragon Ball franchise, of the voice acting community, and now she's gone. And again, as much as I don't want to get too sappy in this video, I guess things like this just serve to remind us that you should take control and to just seize and enjoy the life that you have and the life that your loved ones have around you. Enjoy your time spent with them. Enjoy your time spent with yourself, the life that you have, because you never know when it'll be taken away from you.